Rachna presents New Age Parenting.
Hello and a very warm welcome to New Age Parenting. Today, all over the world, there's a major mindset shift in all the corporate houses and all the business houses, which is focusing more on cooperation rather than competition. Yes, people have understood that if we have to create a better world, we'll have to give way to cooperation, coexistence rather than competition. We have understood the disastrous results which competition has created, but in India, it's still at its nascent stage. Especially we, the professionals, have not understood the way it has corroded our society, not only individuals' health, but the emotional, physical and mental health of the society, especially when we have started this competitive spirit in our children's life. In their schools, in their personal lives, we have actually brought in competition. So in this episode, let's try to find out what we lose and what we gain when we are competitive. World outside is so competitive. How will you survive unless or until you have that survival instinct? You'll be eaten up alive. This is a statement which every teenager, every child goes through. Either it comes from the teachers or the parents. And so much of competitive spirit has gone in our children's life that they are moving away from their friendships. There is no trust left in our children's life. What is really happening? Let's try to find out. The cutthroat competition which most of the professionals go through has been transported to the children's life. They're competing at every step. In the name of healthy competition, they are moving away from each other. Trust, love, compassion, friendship has been replaced by mistrust, jealousy, coldness and animosity. We are getting unhealthy, stressed out children who are only focused on winning, which can be in any field like academics, sports or creative arts. They are losing out on the joy of experiencing and gaining in pressure of winning. So to talk more about competitiveness and why we are becoming so competitive, we have two very special people in our soul searching segment. We have Poonam who is a management consultant and also a mother, and we have Manpreet who is a class 10 student of Rachna School. A very warm welcome to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Manpreet, we start with you. So much competition, and you've been a topper for last 5 years academically.
Yeah.
So why do you think we are becoming so competitive? What is happening?
We are becoming competitive because everywhere we see is competition. We have learned it from the beginning that you have to face competition, so start working hard.
Where are you seeing? Who is telling you that there is so much competition?
We see because our teachers, our parents are concerned about our studies, for us getting marks, for us scoring good, like 90%, 95%. This is all about competition. And the students are also fighting with each other or jealous of each other and are competing to get ahead of each other. It's all about competition today.
Poonam, are we really telling them, are we really showing them the picture that yes, there is so much competition?
I really believe what she says because it starts from home. You know, what happens is that today, I'm working and I know that there is a huge competition everywhere. Every time when I come back, either I'm stressed or I've got something on my mind and it's natural. I discuss at home that, oh my God, there's so much competition. I have to be there, I have to achieve that. A child automatically takes over that because he understands that once he's out of his school or his education, he has to again get into that competitive world. If he gets a start right from today to be at the top, he will naturally be always a topper. So he's looking at a greener pasture when he looks at something outside.
What is it we gain when we are competitive?
We become more confident. We discover our own self. We discover our new talents. Everyone has a unique talent today, but we work harder. We try to study more because in students' life, the academic competition is so much that we have to work harder to score that 10 CGPA goal that we have. So for that we have to study a lot. We gain confidence, knowledge. We also try to get to know more about the general knowledge, the general things that are happening today. So we discover a lot.
And what do we lose?
We are not enjoying life. We are always in this competition, like we have to do this, but we are not looking at the brighter side of the life, which is about enjoying it.
How about trust and friendship?
The friendship and trust thing is fading today. You cannot trust even your best friend or classmate or anybody else, because there is so much competition. Everyone wants to become the only one getting all the attention. And when they are not able to get that, they are doing things like bullying each other.
Pulling each other's leg.
Yeah, pulling each other's leg, like saying, I have done this, you haven't done this. And then the person who's low at that moment and who has not achieved so much and is a slow learner becomes discouraged, like I cannot do anything. And if in some fields you are not good, so this competition makes the person more discouraged. The person is not able to come up because the friends are also not supporting you.
Very true. Somewhere we are losing a lot, actually. What do you think is the main reason of competition in the outer world also? Why do we have this competitive spirit?
See, if you really ask me, I always say, if you've read the book Inferno, which says the major cause is the population, it's actually a fact. If you have a packet of cheese lying on the table and you have 20 students who have to take that cheese, naturally they all will jump on it and they would all compete with each other to reach that piece of or a packet of cheese first. But then if there are only 5 people, they'll cut it into 5 pieces and have it. So it's not their fault, it is majorly our environment.
But suppose we ask these 90 kids, suppose Manpreet, I ask, there are 90 children and there is a piece of cheese or whatever, this much amount of cheese. There might be around 80 children who won't like cheese.
Yeah.
Have we ever bothered about that? No. Because yes, we always thought that this is what they would like. Have we ever been able to give them a free will, or we were given a free will, that we move towards something which we like? Somewhere, Manpreet, if this kind of a mindset comes, that you are given a free will what you would like to do, rather than, always going for that winning thing, that cheese, even if you don't like the taste of it, but you will pick it up just to win. Why do we love to win so much? What is that high we get when we win?
We get we grab attention actually, and everyone is like, yes, you won in this thing, or you became successful, or you're the best in this thing. Then you get all attention. You're always taken in that field. For example, if a boy or a girl is a very good basketball player, he or she will always be in that team. And that competition, like if we have a basketball tournament in our school, and if a person is a really good player, then he or she is discussed in all the schools, like, yeah, this person is really
a star.
Good. He's a star. So be aware, like, play well, don't mess with this person too much. So this is all we get through competition and success.
Okay, so winning gives us the acceptance by masses. For students it can be that. For people working outside, in the corporates or working, why do we want to be one up? Why do we always want to win? Is it somewhere the fear?
Yes, it is the insecurity in a person which always makes competitive more unhealthy rather than making it healthy. Everybody by hook or crook wants to be there at the top, and then top means getting another promotion, becoming a CEO by the time you're 40 or 45. That's something which actually gets you into unfair means. Everybody wants to be there, hardcore competition, killing each other.
First failure, how are you able to handle? That's what we'll talk, but right now we'll take a short break. We'll be back soon. This September, New Age Parenting Workshops coming to Bangalore. For registrations, call 971-871-9806 or email us at info@newageparenting.net.
Manav Rachna presents New Age Parenting.